I don't get it. I still don't understand why no one else is talking about this on ketogenic and carnivore diets. What's up, everyone? Welcome to my very humble channel. Now let's get into it because I've got some challenge work to do. All right, blood sugar. When you're doing a ketogenic or carnivore diet, you really need to understand the algorithms of your blood sugar in connection to your existing health and your lifestyle. Let's talk about protein and blood sugar and why you guys feel like dog crap. All right, most of you are coming from the world of insulin resistance. Insulin is a hormone that's going to do two things. It's going to take the blood sugar that's swimming in your blood and it's going to put it somewhere. Now, what we want is for your cells, receptors, insulin receptor sites to open up and uptake that glucose and use it as energy. But if those doors are closed because y'all don't take care of your body and you're stressing out and eating garbage food and skipping meals and fasting, and not adapting and eating too much protein, you can develop insulin resistance or exacerbate the already existing problem with not knowing how to balance your blood sugar or not even being aware of it. I get so much in these consultations that people want to lose weight. Like every time I have a consultation and I'm sitting there taking notes, it's such a primary thing that people become consumed by, but they don't think about the in-between stuff, right? The in-between the lines, like parasites or their liver function, but really their blood sugar. Because if your blood sugar is jacked up and you are insulin resistant, you're not going to lose that weight. And you can go ahead and fast and one meal a day and do all these crazy fasts that literally will damage your insulin and regulatory systems even more. And then when you do eat that big ribeye or that big steak, then the excess protein doesn't become utilized. Your body stores it as fat because you're having insulin issues. Now you've become insulin resistant. And this normally happens off of carbohydrates. But people are starting to experience this on carnivore and on ketogenic diets because they eat too much protein and not enough fat. Now, first of all, you're not going to keto adapt with all that protein. And people will get you confused in how much protein to consume per day. And it really comes down to, are you insulin resistant? Are you insulin sensitive? Are you active? Do you have enough lean mass, muscle? Here are some things that I notice in the consultations with my clients. They wake up in the middle of the night, or they'll get sleepy in the afternoon if they're sitting down doing nothing. Or they'll have postprandial hypoglycemia, which is they eat something around lunchtime and then in the afternoon they begin to tank. The consultation, the woman I had today, at first I said to her, I think you're hypoglycemic or are experiencing disglycemia. And she was like, no. But then she started saying that she was, and that she was craving sugar on top of that. And that's when the brain is not getting the ketones and you don't have enough glycogen, which is it's fuel in the muscle. It's depleted. Your body is relying on blood and liver glycogen and blood sugar. That's not enough. So the body goes and eats itself to raise the blood sugar, which is a negative cycle, a negative loop. You're already insulin, or you're on the fringe of being insulin resistant. And then you eat all that protein and then you fast. You do a bunch of stuff. And the body's like, I used up that protein. I can't get glycogen storage from it. So I'm going to learn how to convert that protein into glucose. And then I'm going to create more of disglycemia. The problem is that your body learns how to kick out insulin, but the cells aren't allowing it in. So more and more insulin, and what goes up drives your blood sugar down. And also with bolus amounts of insulin that is resistant, glucagon, which is a hormone that brings your blood sugar back to baseline, that's not working either. And this can happen off of just eating too much meat. And then you think you're going to lose weight because you're eating meat. And some gurus are saying, oh, if you eat protein, you're not going to gain weight. But if you eat fat, you do. And that's illogical. Protein converts easily into sugar. Fat doesn't. What we want to do is train our bodies to take the restaurant of your belly, fat, converted into ketone so it can get into your bloodstream and be used by all the cells. It's an even, chill energy source, whereas carbs is like paper. You're going to burn real high and burn out fast and develop this disglycemia even more. But if you eat protein and you eat it too fast and you find yourself getting sleepy afterwards, that protein becomes like a candy bar. It may not happen in the beginning, but over time, because you're not keto adapting, you are training your blood sugar to be dysglycemic even more. That's when you notice that testosterone is dropping, progesterone is dropping, estrogen dominance, depression, thyroid problems, crepey skin, looks like you're aging really quickly. People fast to still get off that stubborn fat. And they create even more dysglycemia because when you're not eating in those long windows, the body must get energy from somewhere. It's not going to burn your fat. It's not. That's why people become flabby when they start fasting. And gurus are just starting to talk about this. Be very, very careful, my people. No one talks about how much protein you really need, right? Because you need a sweet spot. No one talks about this stuff. You need insulin sensitivity. You need a little bit of insulin to drive the amino acids from the protein that you ate, because you don't need as much protein when you're insulin sensitive. Drive it into the cells so they can grow. That's what we want. Insulin sensitivity, one of the main reasons for those who want to remain metabolically strong and not inflexible. Because if you're not, and insulin keeps stacking up, not only does too much insulin, it just doesn't leave the bloodstream. It stacks and damages cells. It's like pouring battery acid on your cells when you're insulin resistant. And people become more insulin resistant doing keto or carnivore and fasting, because over time the body gets hip to the ridiculousness of what you're trying to do to it. A better solution is in the beginning, if you are dysglycemic, to eat every 3 hours. And it sucks. And it may be just a little bit, right? And this is to train your hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal, and thyroid axis. I'm not starving. Don't go into the cortisol, down the cortisol pathway, and start breaking down amino acids to fuel my fledgling brain, because that's when you start to have health issues from this fasting nonsense or all this protein on carnivore, not enough fat, and not adapting. The solutions are to eat moderate to low protein, very high fat. Make sure that your gallbladder is working. Make sure that your gallbladder is functioning properly. If you have to get it tested, if you have to palpate it, if you just have to eat and see if your stool becomes pale, if you have shoulder blade or neck pain or bloated or pressure or nausea, make sure that you go to bed early, right? Because we want to stabilize our blood sugar. We don't want to wake up in the middle of the night. You're not waking up in the middle of the night to pee, my people. You're waking up because you're dysglycemic. And if you keep going down that loop, because people say, eat protein, you can't lose weight if you eat fat, you're going to become more dysglycemic. Now my horse is at my window. It's very distracting, and my battery's going to die. I'll do part 2. But be careful. No one talks about blood sugar and insulin connected to keto, carnivore, and fasting, and how you can wreck yourself if you don't know your existing health and don't know how to balance your blood sugar. So get a dang glucometer. It's worth every penny. If you guys want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com, book a consultation. I got your back. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I cover all 3 diets because not one diet fits all. Sign-ups for the challenge, I will announce them when it's time, which is soon. My house build is starting tomorrow, and my phone's about to die. My Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. I have a course where I cover all 3 diets, and that's $15 a month. And you can sign up through that, also through stephanieperson.com. And my Facebook fan page is Stephanie the Business Person. And I'm out because thunder is outside. Shall we go look? That horse is driving me nuts. Here we go. Let's go check them out. Excuse me? What? What do you want? You're always hungry. You're worse than Whole Foods. Just Whole Page. What? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You want some candy? You want some horse candy? They're low starch, by the way. Yeah? Look at you. You're so pretty. Look at you, boo-boo. And I'm out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're so cute. I love you.